So in the series of learning Python programming language, in previous video we have seen what are some primitive data types in Python like int, float, boolean and strings. Although there are many more data types like list, range, dictionaries and set. Many more data types are there. Those also we'll be discussing one by one. But basics, generally we use these kind of data types more and more. So these data types we have discussed in previous video. Okay, how to use them and all. Now next thing is, if you want to change one data type into another type, one type to another type, then can you do this thing in Python? Yes, we can do, and this is known as type casting or type conversion. As in C and C++ also we can do this thing, right? If there is an integer, we can convert that to float, we can convert that to string and vice versa, and these kind of things we can do in Python also. That is known as type conversion or type casting. So this thing we'll see in this video. Okay, type checking, like how to check the type, although we have discussed in previous video also, like using type function we can do that thing. But we will also see this thing, and we'll see what is type conversion, how to do type conversion, type casting and all. Fine. So here I'm adding a new file, I'm creating a new file and just type casting, type underscore casting dot py. Let's see how to calculate length of a string. We have a len function like len, and if I pass here Jenny Khatri, so it will find out the length of this Jenny Khatri, and I'm simply printing that length. So just put this function into print function. Let's run this and see what output you will get. Just right click on this and run typecasting, and it will give how many characters are there in this Jenny Khatri with a space 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it will give 12. See, the length is 12. Okay, it's an integer. Now suppose in length I am doing what? I am passing this thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What it will give? What do you think? Let's run this and see. It will give 5. Okay, fine. If I write something like this, just a number 1, 2, 3 without these quotes, at this time what it will give? See, it is a type error. It is a type error. Object of type int has no len. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is an int. Okay, obviously int is a class, so it is a variable, or you can say it's an object of type int, which is having no len function. Len function is used to calculate length of the strings only. So if you pass out the wrong input, it will be giving an error, but it's a type error, not any syntax error. Okay, syntax is correct. Syntax of len function is correct. Len, and simply in bracket whatever, for the string you want to find out the length, you can just put that thing here. But here you are putting int. So this is a type error. Okay. Same like if we have something like this, if we have a, you can say, coffee machine, so you can put here that coffee powder and whatever you want to put, like milk and water and all, so it will give you coffee. But if you put any, you can say, curd, and you wanna make lassi from that curd and butter, makhan, so that machine cannot do, that will not work. So that coffee machine is like a function. So please give proper input, the coffee powder and milk and water and all. So for this len function also you have to give proper input. Input is string. If you give wrong input in integer or anything else, or a float number, it is going to give error, but that is type error. Fine. Now let's see. Okay, I am giving proper input. You can just put in these quotes or single quotes, that would be considered as string. So let's take here, I am writing my name Jenny Khatri, and whatever this length, that I am not directly, I am not going to print, I am storing it into a length function, sorry, a length variable, and I am printing length. It's okay, it will give 12, fine. But now I want to print this line, complete line. Your name has how many characters? 12 characters, this thing. So okay, we know how to concatenate string. We can concatenate your name has and then characters with a plus sign. Okay, fine. How you will do? I will do like your name has, this is a string, then plus, and then whatever length, I'm just putting this, then plus and characters. What do you think? Will it work or not? Let's see. Let's run this and what it will give. See, I guess you know, if you know the data types, then here also will give it will give a type error. Can only concatenate str, not int to str. So your name has, this is a string, characters in double quote, this is a string, but length, this is what int. Length Jenny Khatri, it will give 12, that is an integer. So this length will have the number 12, that is an integer. We cannot concatenate int with string. So it is a type error. So now how to solve this problem? Can we convert this length, this integer value to string? Yes, we can do. How you can do? Just write down str. In bracket you have to put length. Now this length, it will take integer value, but it will convert this function str, length will convert it into string. Now it will work fine. Let's run this and see. Now see, your name has 12 characters. Now you are able to concatenate. So I hope you got this. This is what typecasting or type conversion. How to check that I have already told you, like you can check print, and we have a function type, and I want to print now, I want to check the data type of this length variable. So just do this thing. Now let's run this, and now at this point of time this length is having of class int. But if you do something like this, I am writing like new underscore length equal to str length, and after this I am finding out this data type of new length. Now let's run this, and now at this point type it will give you str. Okay, because you have converted, okay, this length to str for this line only. We are not storing that value in any variable. So for this thing it has been converted, but after that if you just simply write print, and if you want to check type length length, then let's run this, and what it will give, see, new length, this for this print it is giving class str, but for type length it is giving class int. For this line only it has converted, but you haven't stored that converted string length into another thing. Still length variable is of int type. I hope you got how to convert. So same we have something like this. We have more functions also, like int, we have float, we have str that we have seen. See these triple quotes, these are what multiple line comments. So these lines are comments now. Int, this will convert something into int, float will convert into float, str will convert into str. Okay, now I hope you know how to check, how to convert, how to do type conversion, how to check the type of these variables. Now suppose I'm printing print 10 plus 10. What it will give? These are integers, so basically simply it will do addition and it will print 20. See, but if I do print this thing, I'm going to put these 10 and 10 in double quotes, so at this time you will get 10 10 concatenation. Okay, fine. If I do something like this, just convert this string 10 into integer. How to convert? Write down this int function before this, and in bracket this string, then int and this thing. Now you have converted this both the 10 into integer. At this point of time you will get 20. See, now you are getting 20 because you have converted this string into int. Okay, if I write something like this, a is equal to, or suppose I am writing print 10, I'm writing 10 plus this 10, it will give error because this is what integer, this is what string. So we can convert this into, first of all, int or float. Suppose you want to convert it into float. So float 10 and that's it. Now it will run and it will give you 20.0. Although we haven't write any decimal point, but you are converting it into float. So automatically it will put a decimal sign and dot 0. So 20.0. So this is how you can convert these things. But it is not correct. See, if I write name equal to Jenny and you want to do print 10 plus, suppose you want to convert this name, let's convert this name into int and then add 10. So both are int, so it will add these things. But this point of time you will get an error. Although you are getting for this 20, for this 20.0, but in line number 18, see, this is line number 18. It is giving an error, value error, this time value error. Invalid literal for int with base 10. So this, in this int, this name you are giving, this is invalid. You cannot pass this thing. It is not having base 10. See, if I write name is equal to 1, 2, 3 and then I do this thing, yeah, that will work fine. It will give you 133. This print will give you 133. Let's just comment these line out and now let's run this. Now you can see it is giving you 133 because now this name is having base 10, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is decimal number, so base 10. But Jenny was not having base 10. That is why it has given you value error. Okay. So I guess now you know what is type error. When you get type error, how to check type of the variable, just to use type function, and how to do type conversion or type casting, int, float, and with the help of int, float, and str functions. Right. Now one exercise for you is you have to take input from the user. Okay, like two numbers you can take input from the user, what is first number, what is second number, and then you have to add those two numbers. Okay, this is for your assignment. So let's pause the video and do it right now. Okay, so how many of you have written this kind of thing, like we are taking two variable, obviously I am taking first underscore number is equal to input function, input enter first number, then second number you can take variable name a, b, c, x, y, z also. I'm just taking meaningful name. Second underscore number is input enter second number and just do sum is equal to first number plus second number and just print sum. How many of you have done this thing? Let's see the answer. Enter first number, suppose I'm entering 1, second number 2, but the output is 1, 2. It's not 3. So where is the error? See, if you have remembered this input function, whatever you will enter, you will take input from this input function, that will be considered as string actually. So this 1 is considered as string, this 2 is also string, and this plus is just concatenating these two strings, 1, 2. So okay, this is the problem. You have to convert these numbers, these strings now into integer. So you can do this because you know how to convert this thing. Just convert this like int first number, in bracket write down first number, int, and here write down in bracket second number. That's it. Now let's run this and this time see the output. Now it will ask you same, first enter first number and second number, say enter first number 1, 2. At this time it is printing 3 because now you have converted, typecasted the numbers. Okay, so this is the case. I hope you got the solution of this exercise also. Okay, so now in this video, in the next video, we'll also see one coding exercise for you guys that is little bit difficult. There also you have to, use all the things you have learned by far. Till this video you have learned. Okay, so now I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.